Billions of dollars lie buried beneath the crushing weight of the deep sea. Ocean floor diamond extraction, a truly wildest mining experiment, is transforming an entire industry. Imagine colossal ships operating far from any shore, sometimes 200 kilometers out in the Atlantic Ocean off the coast of Namibia. These vessels, like the impressive MV Benguela Gem, a massive ship weighing over 12,000 tons and measuring 177 meters long, are not just ships. They are floating diamond factories. They work in water depths, often reaching 120 meters, even 140 meters, sometimes 150 meters, where light barely penetrates. This unique operation began decades ago, but has evolved dramatically over the last 10 or 20 years. It is a high-stakes, high-reward venture. The process starts with exploration vessels using advanced sonar and seismic surveys to map the seabed. They look for ancient river channels, now submerged by rising sea levels. These channels, over millions of years, carried diamonds from inland sources down to the coast, then into the ocean. The diamonds are then naturally concentrated by ocean currents, forming rich deposits known as marine placers. Finding these precise locations is a multi-million-dollar effort, often taking several years of meticulous surveying. One survey alone can cost tens of millions of dollars, covering hundreds of square kilometers. The data collected involves measuring sediment layers, seabed topography, and even using remotely operated vehicles to visually inspect the seafloor. This initial phase is crucial. A single mistake could mean exploring a barren expanse for months or even years before finding anything of value. Once a promising area is identified, the real work begins. Mining vessels deploy massive crawler vehicles to the seabed. These crawlers are colossal machines weighing hundreds of tons, designed to withstand immense pressure at depths of 500 feet or more. They slowly traverse the ocean floor, meticulously sucking up gravel and sediment. The suction hose on these crawlers is enormous, with a diameter of over 700 millimeters, roughly 28 inches. It operates like a giant underwater vacuum cleaner. This material is then pumped up through a riser pipe, a complex system of pipes and pumps hundreds of meters long, to the mining vessel on the surface. The power required for these operations is immense, often supplied by multiple powerful engines generating tens of thousands of horsepower. Fuel consumption is significant, measured in thousands of tons of marine diesel per month. On board the mining vessel, the collected gravel undergoes a sophisticated series of processing steps. First, it passes through primary screening to remove large rocks and debris. Then it enters dense media separation plants. These plants use a mixture of ferrosilicon and water, creating a slurry where diamonds with their higher density sink while lighter waste materials float away. It is a precise process relying on physics to separate the valuable stones. This stage is highly automated with very little human intervention needed for the actual separation. The security on these vessels is incredibly tight. Every part of the diamond recovery process is monitored by cameras and security personnel to prevent theft, a constant concern with such high-value cargo. Employees undergo rigorous background checks and are subject to strict rules of conduct. The yield from these operations can be substantial. A single mining vessel can recover hundreds of thousands of carats of diamonds in a good year. Some years, the total production from ocean floor mining surpasses 2 million carats. The diamonds recovered are often of exceptionally high quality because the harsh ocean environment naturally sorts and polishes them, removing weaker stones. This means a higher average price per carat compared to some land-based mines. The value of the diamonds extracted annually can easily exceed $1 billion, contributing significantly to a country's gross domestic product. For Namibia, ocean floor diamonds represent a huge portion of its overall diamond production, roughly 70 to 75% of its total yield. This makes the industry a cornerstone of the national economy. Operating in this extreme environment presents numerous challenges. The powerful ocean currents can make precise positioning difficult for the mining vessels and the seabed crawlers. Technical breakdowns are always a risk. Repairing complex machinery hundreds of meters below the surface is incredibly difficult and expensive, often requiring specialized, remotely operated underwater vehicles or even diverse. The cost of maintaining these vessels and equipment is astronomical, running into hundreds of millions of dollars each year. Weather conditions, especially strong storms, can halt operations for days or even weeks, leading to significant financial losses. Crew safety is paramount, given the inherent dangers of deep-sea operations and heavy machinery. Environmental concerns are also a significant aspect of this mining method. The dredging activity disturbs the seabed, impacting marine ecosystems. Sediment plumes can spread, disrupting filter feeders and other bottom-dwelling organisms. Noise pollution from the ships and machinery can affect marine mammals. Researchers are continuously studying the long-term impacts, trying to understand how these activities affect biodiversity and the overall health of the ocean. Mining companies invest in environmental impact assessments and implement mitigation strategies, but the full scope of ecological disruption is still being understood. Regulators impose strict environmental standards and monitor compliance closely. Despite the challenges, the future of ocean floor diamond mining appears robust. Technological advancements continue to improve efficiency and reduce environmental footprints. New vessels with even more advanced capabilities are being developed, allowing for deeper operations or more precise extraction. The demand for diamonds, especially high-quality gems, remains strong globally. This drives the continuous innovation and investment in this fascinating and undeniably wild method of extracting precious stones from the mysterious depths of our planet. It is an ongoing experiment with nature's hidden treasures, a dance between human ingenuity and the ocean's vast power. This industry employs thousands of people, directly and indirectly, across many different sectors, from engineering to geology to logistics and sales. Each diamond unearthed tells a story of incredible pressure and an even more incredible journey from deep earth to the ocean floor and finally to human hands.